Welcome to On Point. I'm Andy Martins. Thank you for joining us on this edition. We'll talk about life. We have life coach Tammy Opie joining me, and we'll do that right after these messages.
Melly, did you know that the Bush Plain Heritage Center is celebrating 30 years this year?
Wow, great for them. Did you know that if you're at the Bush Plain Museum that you're only 12 minutes and 7 seconds away from Maitland Ford Lincoln?
Really? Maitland Ford? It's closer than you think.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Listen to them. Children of the night.
Alive! It's alive!
With over 45 years of experience, All Ontario Well Drilling offers hydrofracking and all well drilling services. Call 705-575-8088 or 705-257-9495.
When you support the Restore, it helps Habitat for Humanity build affordable housing for families. How does this work? New and gently used goods are donated to the Restore. The sale of these goods generate funds for building homes. For every $1 spent at the Restore, there is a $4 return on investment within our community. For example, Habitat homeowners have better educational outlook, increased employment stability, improved health, and reduction in the use of social services. Every donation and every dollar we receive through the Restore helps build sustainable housing for future homeowners. Everyone needs a foundation to build a future. To find out more and how you can help, drop by the Restore at 32 White Oak Drive or go to habitatsioux.ca.
Welcome back to On Point. I'm very happy to welcome Tammy Opie to the show. This is a subject I've always wanted to talk about, and now we have our chance to talk about it. Tammy is a life coach here in Sault Ste. Marie. Welcome to On Point, Tammy.
Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you for having me here. It's very exciting.
Thank you. No problem. Let's start a little bit about your background, Tammy. How did you get into being a life coach and why?
I spent 18 years in the OPS working with young offenders throughout my life, and had a few other opportunities in there. Lots of training and lots of stuff, and decided that it was time to make a change. I needed to grow and change and expand, and just over a year ago chose to leave my job with the government and pursue my own career. And in saying that, it was it's been a journey, and to decide what it is I wanted to do. Life coaching kept coming up. It was something I really needed to explore. And as I did my research, I found that this is definitely where I needed to be. There's just there's a great need out there to have someone, many people who are able to help people, as accountability partners, and to be on track and to share good and positive messages and help people push forward in what it is they're trying to achieve. So I got certified just over a year and a half ago, and have been building, my business and building programs and public speaking, writing blogs, and developing workshops so that I'm able to serve the people of Sault Ste. Marie and beyond.
That's a brave step you took, Tammy. Was there anything that you saw when you were working for the OPS that those years that the examples started to come, there was a need? You must have seen that like 5 years ago kind of thing, and it kept building up to the point where you decided to make the move.
I love that you say that, and that you looked at it in a broader scope of like a 5-year perspective. Actually, so we're on about year 7 now of this journey. And yes, what happens, I believe, in life is you get taps on the shoulder. You get indications that it's time to grow and change and expand. I'm so fortunate to have been able to do the job that I did for so long, receive such incredible training with amazing people who are always there to help people push forward. And working with the young people, it was wonderful to do that. And I've always been that person about shifting mindset, about seeing the bigger picture, and about being positive.
Right.
And to me, it was a natural progression. I just think over time, it's good to move and change, that if you don't feel you're in a place that you're no longer serving or can be of service, then it is time to make change. Sometimes it would be wonderful if we could all make safe, easy transitions, but that's not the case always, and you got to take a leap of faith and to be able to push forward to make progress. And that was why I made the choice I did. I'm thankful for all the years I had in my previous career.
Right.
It made me who I am today. It's helped me create, my vision for the future and what I was doing there. I did a lot of great programs that were assets to the clientele we serve there, and I knew that I could take this and transform it into another program where I could help people on a larger scale.
Is there anything you saw in Sault Ste. Marie during the time, let's take that 5-year period again, that there was a need for a life coach here in the city? Were things coming out at you loud and clear kind of thing, that there was a need of it needed to be coaching?
Absolutely. I believe that when you're in a place where there's a lot of negativity or not a lot of hope, that it's a difficult mindset to be in. And I believe very much in having a positive mindset and a mind frame where you can take things further, helping people to see beyond what their current circumstance is. I would say in Sault Ste. Marie, not so much to go back on 5 years and look at the negative that's kind of come through Sault Ste. Marie, but I like seeing the positive forward focus movement that's happening. And I do believe that what comes with that is finding guidance and getting on the right track and being able to push forward and push for progress. Also there aren't a lot of life coaches in Sault Ste. Marie, and there's a handful that are beginning to emerge and are doing great things with people of different genres and different areas to help people work in, and I love that. And I believe everybody should have a life coach. I have a life coach. I think it's important to have somebody that you can be accountable to and to help keep you on track and keep you focused as you move forward in life, wherever it is that your path that you're creating for yourself.
As a life coach, you're trying to offset the negativity, aren't you, and that
Absolutely.
we see in our society?
Yeah, absolutely. The thing about negativity is we have a tendency to draw more of that to us. Monday, I love that we're here on a Monday because Monday is my favorite day of the week, because I believe this is the perfect day to set in motion my week ahead. And I'll see things on Facebook, or you talk to friends. This has been happening for years and years. People, I hate Mondays, or it's going to be a horrible day. Oh my gosh, I got to go back to work. And if you look at that example right there, you can see that you're setting yourself up for a poor day. You stub your toe, or you hit your head somewhere, and you think, oh, well, this is my day now, and it'll just keep happening. Whereas if you can switch your focus, shift it a little, adjust, and say, yeah, that's unfortunate, I bumped my head, but I'm going to go on and I'm going to make this a great day. And when we see things with that shifted lens, we're able to have a different perspective and to make better choices and to have better feelings about what happens, and not borrow any trouble that often comes with that perspective. Oh, it's going to be a horrible day.
Right.
Yeah.
What you're saying is we have a choice every morning. It's like a light switch, whether we're going to be negative or positive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everything we do is a choice. Every decision we make, every thought we have, every motion we put forward is a choice in how we're going to do things and how we choose to do things. Absolutely.
Are there any personality traits or characteristics that you have, Tammy, that would make you a good life coach? And did you review that prior to making the leap of faith to become a life coach?
Yeah, I believe in positivity. I do believe I walk the walk, I talk the talk, and I'm not saying that it's 100% perfect all the time, but I'm saying that I come from a place of authenticity where I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and I just want to help people see it that way as well. I've shifted my focus and my perspective. And along with that is, an educational background, not just what I've learned prior, but what I continue to learn every day, as I believe part of being a coach is a teacher too.
Great, Tammy, you stay right there. We'll take a quick commercial time out, and we'll be back right after this with Tammy Obie. Don't go away.
Hey Mel, did you know that Algoma University has campuses in Brampton and Timmins?
Really? Did you know that if you're at Algoma University, you're only 14 minutes and 16 seconds away from Maitland Fort Lincoln?
Oh wow, closer than you think.
I love women. I love older women, professional women, stay-at-home moms. I love how women put the family first. I love how you're so concerned that I'll get to your husband. You have no idea that I'm coming after you.
Make death wait. Please donate to fund life-giving research, because heart disease and stroke is the #1 killer of women.
Welcome back back to On Point. I'm Andy Martin. So we're chatting with Tammy Obie about life, life coaching, that she's took a leap of faith and is a life coach now. And Tammy, why a life coach? And what's the difference between a life coach and a counselor?
There's why a life coach? Because I'll tell you, I do have a counseling background. I do have those pieces that you can put together and look at counseling and the psychology of things and whatnot. And I believe there's a really important place for that. Why I chose a life coach is I like the idea, again, of moving forward and being able to help people push for progress. It's important to me. I want people to develop how I've developed, and I want to be there along their journey to help them celebrate that. And the difference between like a counselor and a life coach is a counselor does help in those areas that perhaps you're having difficulty moving past something that's happened in your life that could be of a serious nature, and it's something that you have to work through. And that's a very important piece of the puzzle for some people who need that. Whereas the coaching, again, is moving forward, providing accountability for people, and being able to help them see change.
Right.
I do believe, though, you need to have your past reconciled with and dealt with, right? So that you can move forward as well.
Great. Now let's talk a little bit about the issues what people need help with. I'm just guessing because you're the expert. I don't know, but we have marriage difficulties in our society today, and we were talking a little bit about it before the broadcast that people have high debt these days, living beyond their means. Are these issues that come up when you talk to people, your clients?
At times there are. Lots of people have a lot of different issues or circumstances they're going through. And I believe the most important thing is, if you are seeking out a coach, is to find a coach who's an expert in that area.
Right.
There are coaches who are relationship coaches. There are coaches who help you with your financial needs. There are coaches who help you with mindset. There's so many different types of coaches. There's coaches who help people learn how to do great videos and to do things to help them, whatever it is they're looking to achieve. Saying that, if I do have someone who is in an area that isn't quite in my expertise, I'm definitely happy to, I want them to have the best experience and to be in the right place. So I will refer them to a colleague who definitely works more in that area.
Right.
I do more of mindset, helping people to, again, I'm saying the word again, but to shift and to move forward to be able to achieve their goal. I also work with athletic teams. So I worked with Algoma University, the men's and women's soccer team, to help them prepare for their season ahead.
Right.
I believe good preparation and mindset and good rehearsal of the goal you're trying to achieve is that when, game day or performance day comes, is the opportunity, it's your chance to rehearse that one more time and have it come to fruition in a perfection perspective. Also, it's a good opportunity to have someone who will, like I said, hold you accountable and be able to put you in a place where they help you see the whole picture. So it's just finding the person that it's right for you, and finding the person who's able to work in your area. Not all people are experts in all areas of life, and it's finding that right person that is a fit for you, and that's an area of expertise and also personality and availability and how that works between you and your coach.
Viewers are probably wondering, how do you prospect for clients out there? You know, you gave up your job, you wanted a new career, you took up a leap of faith, and now you've got a prospect. That's a daunting task. What kind of tools do you use to do that?
Well, number one, I'd like to share a quote with you, and I'll tell you this is how I live my life now. Richard Branson, I don't know if everybody's familiar with him. He's the owner of Virgin Mobile, Virgin Atlantic, well-published author. He says, if someone hands you an opportunity, you say yes, and then you figure it out later or as you go.
Yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
And I love that, and I've spent a lot of years living that belief that when people do offer you opportunities, you do say yes. A perfect example is you reaching out to me and asking me to come here, and so I can share with you and be able to share with the public. That is so important, to share my message, right? So this is one way. Another way is I do vision board workshops locally around Sault Ste. Marie. At different establishments, either in a hall or different types of studios, and sometimes in restaurants, depending on the target market that I'm looking for. And I'll go out and I share vision board workshops where people are able to take all their ideas out of their head and find images that correlate and put them on a board to help them, again, stay focused forward on what it is, right? Because we think in images, so we don't think in words. So when we create those images of what we want for our future, then we're aligning ourselves with our goals.
Right. Have you seen the clients you've had? You've said you've been at this for about 1.5 years.
Yeah.
Have you seen great results in your clients during that period of time?
Massive, absolutely. It's the wonderful thing about when you're working with people in this way is that they're looking for change. They're wanting to move forward, and they're willing to put the work in and put the focus in. And when you're in there and you're in that committed place and you are putting yourself first, understanding your worth, and that you're able to commit to yourself to make the change, it's just unbelievable how fast the results come. And when you see people be able to make that leap themselves, so whether it's that leap to choose a different job or make a change in what it is they're doing or the trajectory of their goals, when they have someone who's there to guide them along their path and ask the right questions and help them get their answers, it's amazing how quick it comes when people are working towards that.
The trends in the workplace are changing, are they? Now people want to change jobs more frequently, the remote, working from home. Jobs are changing in a big way.
Yes, absolutely. It started a long time ago, because we started to see things change where it wasn't the full-time job with the pension and doing all those things anymore. It was coming to contracts, coming to things where everybody's working on a contract basis or doing things differently, and there wasn't that security anymore.
That's right. In our remaining moments, Tammy, there's a certification course coming up in October of this year. Can you talk briefly a little bit about that?
Yeah, I am so excited. We just had one in June, and we have another one coming up October 19th and 20th. It's a certified coach and executive training course offered by the Certified Coaches Federation, whom I was certified by. Again, when you're talking about Sault Ste. Marie and some of the issues or challenges we face, one thing, because of our unique geographical location, many people have to leave Sault Ste. Marie to go receive the training that they'd like.
Right.
So it's not only the cost of a training, it's now the cost of travel, the cost of your meals and stay and whatnot, as well as the training that's being provided.
Oh, wow.
And it's a wonderful thing to go away, but can you really enjoy a city when your focus is there to work and to get this training and do what it is you need to do? So it's nice to separate your work life from your travel life or your leisure life.
Right.
So having it here for the people in Sault Ste. Marie is so exciting for me, because I know what it's like to have to travel away and to receive whatever it is you want. And the great thing about this qualification is not everybody wants to be a life coach. That isn't everybody's plan. But the great thing about this certification course is that it helps people understand people better. So if you're in a position where you're working with the public on a large scale, or the clientele that you serve, and learning how to communicate differently, understanding that people communicate differently, process things differently, and to know that by using these skills that you're learning in the coaching, that you're able to improve your communication with the people you serve, is just such an opportunity, and I'm so thankful that we're able to bring it here again in October.
And whereabouts will it be, so if our viewers are interested in that?
It'll be at the Delta Hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a 2-day course. So yeah, the 19th and 20th, it's a Saturday and Sunday this time, and it's a full day, like 9 to 4:30, and it's going to be great. It's starting to fill up already, and if any more information you need, please feel free to contact me.
Tammy, our time is up. Thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Andy. I absolutely appreciate you having me here on this fantastic Monday morning. Thank you.
Great, thank you. We'll be back right after these commercial breaks to wrap up the show.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Since 1899, the Machine Shop has been a unique space for innovation and creativity. Once a leading pulp and paper company, the Machine Shop was built by Francis H. Clerg, which later became part of St. Mary's Paper in 1984. After the closure of St. Mary's Paper in 2011, the Machine Shop spent 4 years vacant. In 2015, the Machine Shop reopened their doors to the community for the first time. From weddings to galas to concerts and festivals, the one-of-a-kind venue has something for everyone. We are proud to work with the community and local nonprofits to host major events such as Festival of Trees, Pearls and Plaid, an evening at Hogwarts, and more. While you're here, wind down at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar for a quiet dining experience, or watch a game and try a wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room. Don't forget to save room for house-made gelato and baked goods at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop events, history, and restaurants, visit machineshopinc.ca. 3 great places, 1 historic venue.
We're back. I wanted to thank my guest, Tammy Ovey, for joining us today on Point. And on the next edition of On Point, MPP Michael Mantha. And that's next time. I'm Andy Martins for On Point. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us.